Because I'm a huge fan of Nelly Korda. What is happening with her? So, but it is a good segue. And I think in our show notes, did I get it in here? I did. And really, to be honest, just kind of behind the scenes, I put golf is hard. Nelly has missed two cuts in a row. Not exactly the momentum that you want going into a major, but I think that's the thing about golf, and we all know this. It doesn't matter whether you're a professional or you're one of us sitting behind this, you're behind your keyboard or us sitting up here. Literally, I will come home from a round and I'll tell my wife, like, I got it. I found something on the back
I got
nine.
it figured out. Hmm.
Figure it out. And you get a guy, get hot. You have an amazing nine, or even let's say you figured out a few holes into your round, and you're like, cool. After like five, I got my stuff together, and you feel like, okay, I'm taking that to the course the next time, and it doesn't happen. And you're like, this
Right.
was the swing key last time. Why is that no longer working? It's golf is so hard. And me and my boy JP, dude that I usually ride with when I play, you were like, there's so many moving parts to the body in golf that if one thing is off, and it's usually just one small slight thing where your alignment is off, or your weight is transfer is not going as well. Your back's a little bit tight. It doesn't feel like you're really hurting, but it inhibits you from turning the way that you may be when you're striping it and making contact and able to command the ball. Golf is just hard, and the run that she was on, it's just really not sustainable. We saw that with Scottie Scheffler this week as well, right? He went in
Yeah.
as the heavy favorite, and right out the gate, round one, you could tell something was off in Scottie. And I think that's the same thing with Nelly. Do I think that Nelly is gonna continue her season like this? No. I think we see a lot more of what we've seen up to this point in the season than what we've just seen these last two starts. What do you think about the Nelly struggles as of late?
Like you look for her name on the leaderboard. You see, to me, I looked for her name on the leaderboard after the results came out. Saw that she got cut, moved on. It's okay, it's fine. Like, but that's
Yeah.
because, like, I mean, as a fan of Nelly and a fan of golf, you just feel like that's just a blip on the screen. If you look at the larger sample size of everything, it's just something that you really can't worry about. And again, she probably just not even locked in. After going for that long of a win streak, that's a lot
Yeah.
of pressure. Then you, the major is the last one.
That's going to be a 10 for the world number one on the par 3 12th.
Yo, really? My season is already good. I'm not really stressing much until I
I
get
know
back into that next major. You know what I'm saying?
we're humans, right? And it's hard.
Right.
I'll be honest. It's just hard to go continuously on that pace, right? To
Right.
be that to the amount of energy that it takes to win on that level, right? I think you saw it today with Bryson, and he's kind of the exception, but the amount of intensity that's spilled out of him, hole to hole, when you finally pay it off,
That's a lot of
it's like,
energy,
oh,
dog.
I've reached the mountaintop. Now, can I rest? And just to have to keep going on that pace, that's tough for any human. So I don't fault her at all for, hey, I'm gonna show up. I'm gonna, meet my sponsor's obligations. But,
Right.
you know,
Like
I
if she
really do.
were, go ahead.
I was gonna say I really expect a pretty strong performance out of her this week. She's gonna
Yeah.
go back to the lab. She had a couple extra days. Maybe you go home, you rest on Saturday, you get back to it on Sunday afternoon. Start getting your PGA championship prep ready to go. You start putting in the work. It probably is a blessing that she had that extra day to rest versus sticking around to Sunday, kind of a ho hum finish, You fly
Travel
directly into
day.
the site. Yeah.
Yeah.
So this gives her a couple extra days to rest up, get the game in tune. We know she's a prolific recorder of her swing. So she's probably been in the lab trying to figure out, like, hey, send me some footage of where I've been screwing up over the last couple of rounds, and then comparing it up to where she was on a straight heater and
Yeah.
trying to fix, whatever it is. I guarantee it's something super small, but
It just wouldn't even surprise me if had we seen Nelly Korda like just pop up on her IG talking about beach day and then was just right on to the next day. Sometimes it be like that.
you get a lot of stuff out of this channel, y'all. A little business knowledge, a little technical golf knowledge, a little BS in here and there. You're in a well-rounded environment. So,
Absolutely.
hit that subscribe button, hit that membership button. We got you covered on all things golf.